Now let's take a look at the cabinet attributes. I'm just going to right click on a wall 3030 up here. We're going to drop all the way down to the very last item in our menu, attributes. We'll click on that. Now here's my cabinet attributes. Here's my general tab. So these are the general things. Catalog, where it came from, Kemper, SKU, description. If I need to change my plan notation for whatever reason, because right now it shows my SKU, but if I type something in here, this will show up on my floor plan instead of my SKU. So if we need to change it because we modified it or whatever, then just simply type it in here. Here's our quantity, you cannot change. Pricing, you can change the pricing by scrolling up and down. You can change the amount of doors and drawers over here if you want to. Now you notice we have add to BOM down here. If this is unchecked, then this item does not show up on our bill of materials. It makes it really handy if you're doing, say a remodel job and the customer is going to maybe supply a couple of his own cabinets, or you're going to reuse some of the cabinets. You need them in the design so that everything looks right, but you certainly don't need to charge for them. So if you take that add to BOM off of there, then it doesn't show up in your bill of materials. If it doesn't show up in your bill of materials, it won't show up in your pricing either. So auto control, this turns the width and depth off, on or off. So these are factory set. Auto control set here because the factory doesn't want you changing those, but if you must, you can. And then you can reset to catalog defaults. If you've gone in here and screwed these all up, you can always get back. You can add a note here. This will show up in the bill of materials and on your report. Accessories, if you're adding accessories, just come through, select your accessories in here. Those are all wall cabinet accessories. You got all sorts of accessory categories in here. Wine glass holder, that'll come there. Alright, modifications. This is probably the tab you're going to use the most, is modifications. Couple ways to get your modifications. You can scroll through the list. Some catalogs, this is a pretty darn big list. Or if you know the SKU of your modification, you can type it right in here and hit search and it'll pull up the SKU. Now if you are going to add a modification, we'll just walk through one here. Authentic ends. We'll do authentic ends both. Yeah, I know this cabinet's in the middle of a line, it doesn't need it, but for demonstration purposes, authentic ends both, we're going to select it. And this one gets me, I've been using ProKitchen for what, 7-8 years now, and I still screw this up. Gotta hit add. It doesn't show up until you hit add and it shows up over here. Now I have my global specification set for this catalog, so it's going to give me the pricing. If you do not have your global specification set, you'll get a 0 price up here. If you want to remove this for whatever reason, you can hit remove. If you need to edit it, you can hit edit. But that's all you really need to do here. Now once it's here, it's ready to go, so you can hit OK and know that that SKU or that modification is now attached. Knobs. This one's kind of handy, especially if you're using base cabinet or base cabinets, wall cabinets on a base for like a back of an island or something. It looks silly to have the knobs on the bottom, so you can change those. And notice when I hit top, it only changed one door, but if you look close at this door, there's a little red line around it. We click on the other door, that red line moves, so you have to do both doors. It just makes it easier because that way you can switch it up if you need to. Why you need to, I don't know, because we're kitchen designers and we do screwy things, that's why, right? Alright, we can center them, so there's all sorts of fun things we can do with them here just to change the way it looks on your plan. So that has been our attributes in under 5 minutes.